Nothing. Hello? Well, now it's really loud. Hello? What?
Drew Albaugh here with manager of the Walla Walla Suites for yet another edition of
Countdown with Colby.
Yes, we're back on track, and so are the Suites. You win your last game against the Pippins, which has been a big struggle this year. Yakima Valley, 4 of their 6 wins has been against the Suites, but how do you feel just getting out of there with a win?
Yeah, I mean, it's good to salvage a series and come away with at least one on the road. In the grand scheme of the season, the things you've got to avoid are losing a series at home and getting swept. And so those are kind of the, if you take care of business and don't do those things, then you usually set yourself up in a spot to be competitive and be where you want to be come the end of the season. So good job by the guys bouncing back, and not just, I thought we brought great energy after losing the first 2, and so it was good to see.
You haven't done either of those 2 things you mentioned. You haven't lost a series at home, and you haven't been swept this year. But how do you keep that streak going against Portland?
Yeah, I mean, obviously a big test, so one of the toughest tests probably of the year so far as doing those things for the recipe that I just talked about. But no, I'm excited to be at home. I think we're gonna have great support from the fans, and I think the guys are excited for another challenge. They haven't seen a loss yet since we gave them their first one back in Portland. So I think we're excited. Come out, hopefully play well today, set the tone for the series, and keep on going.
Hey, in your last one game against Portland, undefeated.
There you go.
So there you go.
Come on.
There you go. So what makes the Pickles, obviously, other than their lineup ups and downs, is there any? Obviously, you're going to say no, but is there any intimidation type of thing? Like, look, these guys are 18-1. They have lost one game this whole season, or just go out there play the game?
No, I mean the game. They've got a strong team. They've got experience. They've got depth throughout their lineup. In the bullpen, on the pitching staff. But the game isn't played on paper, and so I'm excited to go out there. It's a great challenge. I think we match up just right there with them. We talked about those games in Portland, and we're a couple pitches away, and those first 2 games from those going a different direction, and I think we can play with them. We can play with anyone in the West Coast League. It's not even a question. So I'm excited to see our guys go out and compete, and like I said, hopefully set the tone early and have a great series this midweek against them.
We're entering the latter half of June, which is kind of crazy to think about. It feels like we just started the season. You got kind of your last reinforcements coming in. You got Gunnar Gill. He comes in. What do you expect out of him kind of in his first game with the Sweets?
Yeah, another left-handed bat for us to plug into the lineup, which is good. Electric player, a lot of tools. He can really run in the outfield. He's going to cover a lot of ground here in the big Borleske outfield, and so excited to see him out there. Excited to see him hit. He's a guy that just got done traveling back home from Omaha and being, playing on the biggest stage in college baseball. And so I don't think there's going to be a moment too big for him. Yeah, there might be some getting settled in, right, to consistent at-bats and playing time. He had some decent run at Arizona, but seeing consistent live pitching, I think, is going to be kind of the battle to get settled into. And so I'm excited for him. He's running a few balls out in BP out of the yard here at Borleske, which as a left-handed hitter is tough to do. So I think he's going to bring a good spark here at the end of June, and we're excited to have him.
Is there anything about playing at the biggest stage and now you're playing summer ball that makes it tough, that transition?
I think. I mean, you'd have to ask him. That'd be a good question to ask him, and I don't see there being too much of a challenge. I think it maybe is the wear and tear and the playing and kind of the grind of when we go on the road and trying to find your meals and where they're going to come from, and I'm guessing in Omaha they take care of you a little bit. So
and you're here at the Sweets too.
Yeah, that's right. We do for sure as well. But
icy pops in the
come on, they can't beat that. Yeah. But there's some aspects of also the professionalism and the ownership and doing what you need to do to prepare, and so I think that'll be a learning curve for him. But also I'm not too worried about his ability to do that. He's a great kid. He's been a great person in the clubhouse so far in the 24 hours he's been here in Walla Walla, and so I'm excited to have him.
A couple more player-focused questions. Josh Likert on the other end leads the West Coast League in RBI, home runs, top 3 in batting average. He had 2 against you in one game. How do you kind of limit his damage? I know it's hard to do, but you got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, I think a big thing is pitching him smart. I think it's going in with a plan with, I think, Aiden Rady and Owen Estabrook today, and we're going to sit and meet and talk about how we're going to attack these guys, and I think we'll go in with a great plan, and then it's thrown with conviction, giving him our best stuff and challenging him to hit it. It's a Borleske is a much bigger ballpark than Portland is, and they've played a lot of games at home.
True.
He's got a lot of talent and a lot of juice in the tank, and the ball flies here to the right parts of the park. But I think if we can execute on our plan, then we should be able to hopefully neutralize his performance. Which is something that we struggled with a little bit the first time we played him.
You mentioned Aiden Rady comes back out, third or fourth start on the year. It's been a little up and down, but how do you just kind of get him to go out there and be rock solid?
Yeah, I think it's, help him to trust the stuff that he does really well, and that's worked with great tempo. That's throw a ton of strikes and come right at hitters. I think if he can do that and he can mix speeds throughout the count, I think he's gonna be set up for success. So, like a lot of our starters, he gives us a great chance to win. He gives us a great chance to go compete, and so I'm expecting he's going to come out and do just that.
I want to mention Tanner Kern really quickly. He comes out, doesn't get the start in the last two against the Pippins, but then he does come in. He gets that big base hit. I was pumped up. I could see the dugout fired up for Tanner out there. It's been struggling a little bit after riding such a high. I can't even imagine how hard that is as a player, but he's back in there tonight. How does he kind of bring some of that momentum against the best team by all accounts right now in the West Coast League?
Yeah, I mean, it's come in and play with a lot of confidence, right? A lot of tools. He's a highly talented player, and I think if he can believe in himself and believe in the talent that he has, he's going to be in a great spot. I got the base knock at Yakima, kind of get the momentum going, and so if we can get him taking his best swings, if we can get him working counts, forcing the pitchers to throw him pitches he wants to hit, then I'm expecting he's gonna keep on going. And it's easy sometimes to ride the results and you get too high and then you get too low.
Right.
And so it's kind of finding that middle ground and taking it one game at a time. At Whitman, we talk about playing the one game season, right? You play this game and then you move on to the next one. And so I'm expecting for him to, kind of try to embrace that mindset, come out, give us his best effort tonight, and then no matter what the result is, do it again tomorrow.
Dom Cadiz on the other end, talk about riding high, riding low. This guy's rode nothing but high, but slumps happen in baseball. He's not on one yet. How do you keep him from getting down into that slump?
Same thing, same exact advice, right? Don't get too high, don't get too low. Take it one game at a time.
If you're low or high, it's the same thing.
Yep, make it. Hey, if you're putting in the work, and you can know that by the when we go home at the end of the night, you put in your best effort to get better today, and hit the ball hard, to work good, hit pitches that you want to hit, and go in there with a good approach. Then baseball is one of those games, right? You can hit 4 balls as hard as possible, and they're all outs, and you got nothing to show for it. And so, for him, I think it's just continuing to do what he's doing, not let a result or maybe a one game that struggles define him, and just get right back in there, going to compete.
4 days. So this is the Colby question of the day.
Okay.
All right. 4 days can happen in mid-July. That's your big quote-unquote break. I don't know how much of a break it'll be for you.
Yeah.
But let's say you had free plane tickets to anywhere in the world for you and your wife to go get 4 days off. Where are you going?
Probably Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yeah,
Okay,
I would head to Hawaii.
Really decompress.
Yeah, decompress, get out on the beach. Maybe play a little golf and go hang out. Yeah, my wife and I that's where we went for our honeymoon, and that's a great spot. We like to kick back and just enjoy, and yeah, it's a great spot. So that's probably where I would head.
How about outside the U.S.? Where are you gonna go? Hawaii's obviously in the U.S., but it's not close to here at all. But if you want to go outside, where are you going?
Yeah, I would say. Gosh.
A little European
probably
vacation?
Yeah, probably
African
like
safari, who knows?
Yeah, I would say probably like southern Italy, or wine country in Italy or something like that, like a little Piedmont region or something.
Go
like
from wine country to another.
Yeah, right. Might as well. So go see somewhere else. One of my best friend and his wife went to Italy, and they had nothing but great things to say. So maybe go try that out.
Nice, Sweets. A big one today against the Portland Pickles. The start of the 3-game set. Once again, it's Countdown with Colby Witt, manager of the Walla Walla Sweets. Colby Waddle, thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks, Drew. Go Sweets.
Welcome into Borleske Stadium for some Walla Walla Sweets action here on the Walla Walla Sweets digital network. I'm Drew Albaugh, your broadcaster for today's contest between the Sweets and the Pickles. A 6:35 first pitch. We are edging closer and closer to that time. Walla Walla just took the 3rd game against the Yakima Valley Pippins after losing 2 of 3 in the Basin. Now come back home, still are undefeated in home series. On the other side, the Pickles are no strangers to losing baseball games. Portland has lost just 1 game this entire season. That 1 game, though, was against the Walla Walla Sweets a couple weeks back at Walker Stadium, but the tides might shift here as Borleske Stadium offers new hopes, new upbringings, and most importantly, new baseball for the Sweets and the Portland Pickles. Out there on the hill for Walla Walla, going to lead us off here in the top of the first inning, Aiden Rady. With a righty arm, throwing 14 1/3 innings pitched with an 8.16 ERA, 13 strikeouts in 3 games started for Walla Walla out of George Fox University. For everyone in here from Portland, I'm saying thank you so much for listening in on the Walla Walla Sweets digital network. I'll do my best to be a broadcaster for both sides, but at the end of the day, you know what it is. Go Sweets. On to the top of the first inning, Walla Walla in their all-white jerseys with red caps. The first time the Sweets are wearing red baseball caps this entire season. On the other hand, the Pickles in their dark blue navy tops and gray bottoms. Aiden Rady leans in and gets the sign. Jordan Lewis steps in. The first pitch misses just high, and we are off. And underway here at Borleske Stadium. 6:35 first pitch. 1-0 here to Jordan Lewis. The pitch on the way. Tanked out towards left field. Rope just a little bit foul as it bangs off the batting cages. And we're evened up a ball and a strike with nobody out. Let's look at the outfield for the Walla Walla Sweets. Playing in left, Billy Scaltaferri. He's been jumping around between third base and left field. He gets it at left as the kick and the deal. Fastball hits the outside third. A ball and 2 strikes with nobody gone. In center field, Cole Rogers back out in center after getting relieved for half the game in the series finale against the Pippins. In right field, Gunnar Geil, this is the 1-2. Slider just runs off the plate. Count evens up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gunnar Geil's first appearance in a Walla Walla Sweet jersey after joining the team on Sunday from Arizona. He was in Omaha, 2-2. A weakly hit fly ball. This is going to stay in the infield. Landon Young camps under it at second, makes the play, and it's 1 gone. In the infield, Tanner Kern at first base, back in the lineup. Landon Young playing second. He's been bouncing from short and second base, playing a little bit of DH as well. This time he's at second base. Troy Sanders at shortstop, and Trevor T playing the hot corner at third with Owen Estabrook behind the plate as the first pitch, a little dribbler over to short. Sanders fields and fires to first base in time for out number 2, and Kyle McDaniel sits down on 1 pitch. With 2 gone, it brings up Aiden Tarek playing left field today. Tarek steps in. He digs his cleats in. Tarek out of St. Mary's College of California. The righty's deal from Rady. Runs just a little bit high, 1-0. Just 12 appearances, 12 ABs that is for the Pickles. Just his 4th game. Facing the 1-0 on the way. A weakly hit fly ball. This is going to stay in the infield. Ranging under it, Young in shallow right. Makes the play, and it's a 1-2-3 top of the first inning. Sweets with a chance to break the tie and get on the scoreboard first in the bottom of the first inning. Walla Walla 0, Portland 0. And we'll be back right after this on Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. On to the bottom of the first inning we go. Sweets nothing, Pickles nothing. Ari Kligman steps out, the righty arm out of Sacramento State University, hometown of Las Vegas, Nevada. Viva Las Vegas, the hard throwing righty. 6'3", sporting a 0.81 ERA in 11 innings pitched with 8 strikeouts, induced just 1 walk. I think that's his most impressive stat. Yes, a 0.81 ERA, but just 1 walk with 8 strikeouts. Trevor T steps in, playing third base today for the Sweets. The righties deal. A flare out towards right field, running over Lewis, and it's a leadoff base hit as Trevor T strolls into first base on 1 pitch. T at first, Landon Young steps in. Landon Young playing second today. He's been hitting the baseball hard. Hitting over 300 on the year. Top 3 in the Sweets organization. The first pitch to Young. A hard chopper over towards left. A diving play from Soto Jr. He has to put it in his pocket. And 2 pitches and 2 hits for the Sweets as Landon Young reaches first base on an infield single. How about it? So now it brings in Dom Cadiz, the hottest hitting player on the Sweets, you could argue, in the West Coast League. He ranks 3rd in the WCL with a batting average of .422, tied for first in home runs with the Sweets with 3. Wind slightly moving left to right out towards right center. 2 on. The first pitch on the way, tails away for ball number 1. 1-0 to Dom Cadiz. Just 18 years old, committed to UCLA, a California native who's never been to Washington State before this summer with the Sweets. The 1-0. Up and in. Make it 2 balls and no strikes. Kligman leans in, gets to the side. On 2-0, the pitch. Just a hair downstairs, and Dom Cadiz a pitch away from having the bases loaded. On 3-0, the pitch. Clips the outer edge for strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike to Dom Cadiz. Sweets and Pickles knotted up at 0-0. 2 on. Trevor T at second base. A flare out towards right center to get the first hit of the ball game. Then Landon Young an infield knock. Hitters count here to Cadiz. The 3-1. Upstairs, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. It brings up Billy Scaldaferri with a golden opportunity. The pillows are packed. Corner infield playing in, and Josh Schleichart at first base. Joey Wright at third. The infield up the middle, Petey Soto Jr. and Kyle McDaniel at double play depth. Aiden Towrick in left, Tony Otis in center, and Jordan Lewis in right, all playing in standard position. The first pitch to Scaldaferri. Tails away for ball number 1. 1-0. Scaldaferri, one of 2 players on the Sweets team from Grand Canyon University. Troy Sanders being the other one, the 1-0. Catches the zone on the bottom half of the plate, a curveball. Making a ball and a strike. Scaldaferri, a pair of home runs on the year. Nobody out. 3 on 1-1. Up and in, some chin music for ball number 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. A beautiful day for baseball here in Walla Walla. Mid-80s, blue skies with some hints of cloud painted across the sky. Some pretty good turnout here for a Tuesday night. Bases loaded, the 2-1. Outside ball 3. And Ari Klingman on the mound is struggling. 7 of his last 9 pitches have been balls. The 3-1. Curveball drips in, hits the top of the zone. Count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A big spot. Knotted up at 0-0 between the Sweets and the Pickles. Scaldaferri with nobody out, 3 on. The 3-2. Popped up, shallow right field. Moving under it, Jordan Lewis. He ranges, makes the play. Tagging from third, Trevor T. The throw goes over to third base, and Billy Scaldaferri puts the Sweets on the board first with a sacrifice fly. Walla Walla on top, 1-0 over Portland here in the bottom of the first. 1 gone with 2 on. Brings in Owen Estabrook. The righty bat. Hitting the baseball hard here at Borleske. In his last game, as the first pitch scrapes the inner edge for strike 1. Went 2 for 4 with a walk, 3 RBI, and a home run out towards left field. His first homer of the year. And it happened here at Borleske. Sweet still threatening. 2 on. Runner takes off and Young. The pitch fouled back. Landon Young had a nice jump. And with 1 gone, has to walk back over to second base. Klingman's coming in with a sub-1 ERA. He's already given up 1 earned run here in the first. Sweets would definitely like to add on. The 0-2. Inside, good eye by Estabrook. Make it a ball and 2 strikes. One ball and 2 strikes. Estabrook has struck out just 3 times this year in 24 tries. Cadiz at first, Young at second. The 1-2. Downstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. A close call. Jim Courtney behind the plate says it misses just a fraction low. Courtney behind the plate, a WCL All-Star. He was also behind the plate and umpired the title game between the Portland Pickles last season. The 2-2. Skied under at Otis. Young takes a couple steps from second base but stays right there as Otis squeezes the glove. And there's 2 gone. Well, it brings up Tanner Kern. Kern, the left-handed bat from Sacramento State, facing Klingman, also from Sacramento State. A Hornet rivalry. The lefty bat with his black bat high above his left shoulder. The throw goes over to second. Young goes back safely without a dive. Tanner Kern won West Coast League Player of the Week in his first week with the Swedes. Since then has struggled, but did get a base hit against the Pippins as the first pitch misses up and away 1-0. And that was a big knock. Against Yakima, gets a hit. He had just 2 hits in his previous 5 games before that. Runners takes their lead, the 1-0. Curveball dances and clips the outer edge for strike number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sweets on top 1-0 here in the early parts of this contest with 2 gone. Cadiz at first base. At second, Landon Young. The 1-1 to Kern. Scorched right back up the middle. It gets past Klingman. Rounding third, Landon Young. He gets the wave home, and Otis fumbles the ball in center field. Landon Young touches home plate. Moving over to third, Dom Cadiz, and Tanner Kern with an RBI single up the middle puts the Sweets on top. 2-0 in the bottom of the first inning. It's been a sweet inning for sure. Otis in center field. It was going to be a close play at the plate. He came up with the ball and then bobbled it on the transfer. And just like that, it brings up Gunnar Guile for the first time in a Sweets uniform. Guile from the University of Arizona. He prepped at IMG Academy his senior year. Baseball through and through. It runs through his veins. An Arizona native. The lefty bat. He was ranked as a top 150 player in the country. Second best outfielder in Arizona out of high school. The throw goes over to first. Diving back, Tanner Kern. He's in there safely. Guile, just a week ago, was in Omaha for the College World Series. Now he's here in Walla Walla at Borleske Stadium. Hit .219 with the Wildcats as the righties deal. An inside-outside flare out towards left. Torek has a tough time in the sun, dives, and he holds on to it. It's summertime, and that's a snow cone catch to retire the Sweets. But Walla Walla scrapes across, not 1, but 2 off the bats of Owen Estabrook, Billy Scaldaferri, and Tanner Kern. Walla Walla on top, 2-0 over Portland. We'll be back for the top of the second inning on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbotsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that.
Welcome back as the first pitch tails away for ball number 1, 1-0. We reach the top of the second inning here at Borleske Stadium. Sweets on top, 2-0 over the Pickles. Brady kicks and deals on 1-0. A pop fly high in the sky from Braden Woldridge. Moving under it, Sanders. He makes the play in short left, and it's out number 1. 4 up, 4 down, and it brings up Josh Schleichert. Schleichert is no stranger to hitting homers. Watch him for 2 minutes, and you can see the type of pop he has, but he also backs it up with the stat sheet. Leads the West Coast League with as the first pitch whistles high, 1-0. Schleichert leads the team with close to double-digit homers. The pitch. It's the center of the plate, make it a ball and 1 strike. He has 12 home runs on the year, including 3 against the Sweets a couple weeks ago, back at Walker Stadium. The 1-1. Out in front of it, a big swing and the miss. First strike number 2. 1 gone, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes. Middle infield playing at the outfield grass. Left field shaded deeper than usual. The 1-2 pitch popped up. This is going to get out of play down the left field line. And we'll do it again, a ball and 2 strikes. It was a 2-homer a night back on June 11th off of Nikoa Moses Gamera. He had 5 RBI, a season high in RBI against the Sweets as the 1-2 whistle left field line. He gets down, moving up with the ball, Scaldaferri. Schleichert rounds first base, and he holds right there for the first hit of the game for the Pickles, the first base runner. And with 1 on and 1 gone, it brings up Ellie Kligman. Kligman playing behind the plate today. The lefty bat faces the righty's deal. Shows bunt, pulls away, and a fastball misses outside, 1-0. One ball and no strikes. Rady leans in, the righty's deal, scorched center field right at Rogers. He barely has to move. Makes the play at the letters, and it's out number 2. 2 gone, Sweets on top 2-0 here in the early parts of this game. Top of the second. Just the sole runner at first base in Josh Schleichert. Brings up Tony Otis playing center field, his first time playing against the Sweets this season. Set, the pitch. Skied high, right field. It slowly meanders and hits the concourse in foul territory. First strike number 1. Otis out of Pacific University. The Las Vegas, Nevada native, just like on the mound on the other side, Ari Klingman. The 0-1. Right down Main Street, make it 0-2. Hitting .357 on the year, albeit just in 14 ABs. Struck out 4 times. Rady still looking for his first strikeout. It's been mostly pitch to contact early on. The 0-2. A slow roller over towards third and buffed by Trevor T. It skips off the inside of his letter. Moving on over to second base, Schleichert, and it goes down as an E5. And it brings up Joey Wright. You certainly cannot make many mistakes against this Pickles lineup. They rank first in most offensive categories, included runs batted in, batting average, homers. Joey Wright's first pitch hits the outside edge, 0-1 to Wright. Playing third base today is Wright. Radies come set. With runners on first and second, the pitch. Just a hair outside. Rady wanted that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. With 2 gone, the pitch. A little squibber over towards first. Tanner Kern dives, the toss to first base. Rady steps on the bag for out number 3. Tanner Kern gets it done on the offensive end in the bottom of the first, and now he gets it done and dirties the jersey on the defensive end in the top of the second, and the Pickles go down and leave 2 on 1 base hit and 1 error. And we move on to the bottom of the second inning. Sweets on top 2-0 over the Pickles. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. On to the bottom of the second inning we go. Sweets and Pickles in an early contest that's going Walla Walla's way, on top 2-0. Once again, thank you so much for everybody tuning into the live stream here on the Walla Walla Sweets YouTube channel. Coming in, Troy Sanders faces his first pitch. A curveball misses way up and inside. You could have stacked Troy Sanders on top of himself. He could have been 12 feet tall, and that curveball still would have missed over his head. Kligman leans in. He's given up 2 runs already. With nobody out, the 1-0. Fastball misses away. Make it 2 balls and no strikes. A beautiful day for baseball. About 80% of the field illuminated by sunlight. Some strips across the infield getting shade by the trees. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Sanders out in front of it. So make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Sanders hitting .286 on the year. The 2-1. Fastball misses in at the hands. Hitters count 3 balls and 1 strike. Kligman has fallen behind in every single batter except for 1 here in the early parts. Facing his 8th on the day. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Fastball outer edge. For strike 2. Nobody on, nobody out. Sweets on top, 2-0. Bottom of the second inning. Kligman, the 3-2, up and in for ball 4. Troy Sanders, easy comes as easy goes. He's at first base. And it brings in Cole Rogers, batting 9th for the Sweets. Rogers, the perfect 9-hole hitter. He can get on, he can turn it around. And on-base percentage creeping closer and closer to 400 as there's a meeting on the mound with Ari Kligman. An on-base percentage of .386 on the year does Rogers have. Riding a 3-game hitting streak. Was 1-for-1 against the Pippins a couple of days ago. Got pulled about halfway through the game as the Sweets took it to the Pippins. A 19-7 victory. 19 runs, the most this season for the Sweets. 8-run 3rd inning and a 9-run 7th inning fueled 17 of the 19 runs. Kligman comes set once again. The meeting is over. The pitch just misses low for ball 1. 1-0. Sweets on top 2-0, but cannot stay comfortable. Got to keep adding on against this Pickles team that is so rock solid. The pitch on the way. Chopped over towards third base. Right goes to 2-for-1. On to first base. Rogers beats it out. He's too fast. And there's 1 gone in the bottom of the second inning. Sanders retired at first base. Rogers reaches on a fielder's choice. And the lineup turns around for Trevor T. Now talk about so impressive. Trevor T hitting 297 on the year. That's gone up since his last time. So he's hitting over 300 on the year after singling in the first frame. Leads the Sweets with 64 ABs. A plus defender, he can do it all. Throw goes over to first base. Rogers dives back safely. Not just that, but he can also walk. Has 15 walks compared to just 12 strikeouts. Set at the numbers. The pitch. Outside. Ball one. Trevor T out of Colorado Mesa University. Sporting the Jordans as his footwear of choice with the red undersleeve. Dances and throws to first base. Rogers dives back safely once again. Out in center field, the American flag all the way down. Hardly any wind to speak of here on a beautiful day for baseball in Walla Walla. Sweets on top 2-0. That's what's even more beautiful about it. Throw goes over to first base, and Cole Rogers is stuck in a rock and a hard place. In a pickle. The throw goes back and forth. Rogers dives back to second base. Tag applied, and he's out. 2 gone. Kligman darts over to first base and throws for 3 straight times. Rogers was off on first movement at the 3rd time. And just like that, the threat is pretty much gone with 2 outs. Trevor T steps back in, facing a 1-0 count with the bases now empty. Kligman's deal. Curveball hits the inner third. A ball and a strike. Waves his all-black bat around a few times. Now it's over his right shoulder. Ready for the 1-1 on the way. And it misses upstairs in at the chest for ball number 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. A pretty good showing here on a Tuesday night in Walla Walla. Gotta be 1,000 plus on $2 Tuesdays. $2 Section D tickets. Still time to come to the ballpark if you haven't. Next pitch runs well up and inside. Trevor T gets some chin music, maybe when he didn't want some. 3 balls and 1 strike. Sweets on top, 2-0. Trevor T trying to keep the inning alive. Hitters count, the pitch. Curveball misses in for ball 4. And the struggles controlling the zone continue for Ari Klingman. Second walk of this inning. Turns out Rogers would have gone to second base either way. Because of the base running error, there's now 2 gone. And it brings up Landon Young. He singled his last time up, an infield knock to the left side of Soto Jr. at short. The first offering whistles upstairs for ball number 1, 1-0. The 1-0 deal. Line drive, a one-hopper over towards Soto Jr. He gloves and throws the short way to second base. And it's out number 3. The Swedes cannot scrape one across. They leave 1 on 2 walks, no base hits, no errors. And we move to the top of the 3rd inning. Pickles trail the Swedes 2-0 on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Only one way to go here on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network. Onwards, Sweets on top 2-0 over the Pickles. We reached the top of the third inning. Aiden Rady's looked so good out there on the hill for the Sweets. Giving up just one base hit, one base runner in general. Of course, it was Josh Schleicher, the hard-hitting first baseman for the Pickles, as Petey Soto Jr. steps in for the first time. The right-handed bat playing shortstop. I was in Portland just over a week ago as the wind in the first deal from Rady is clobbered out towards left field. A rainmaker that goes into foul territory and out of play for strike number one. So there's two announcers at Walker Stadium, and for you guys in the chat who have been there, which I'm sure many of you have if you're a Portland Pickles fan, very animated announcers as the 0-1 waved at and missed. A slider that runs in the dirt. Absolutely fooled Petey Soto Jr. Anyways, when Petey Soto Jr. comes to the plate, the funniest thing, now batting, Petey Soto Jr. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Soto Jr. goes down swinging. Strikeout. It's the funniest introduction. It's the same rhythmic type thing that they do over at Walker Stadium. And Soto Jr. goes down for strikeout number one, and the lineup turns around for Jordan Lewis. Flew out to second base his last time up. The first offering hits the outside black, 0-1. Aiden Rady absolutely dealing. 13 strikeouts on the year. He had 0 strikeouts before his K to Petey Soto Jr. on 0-1. Downstairs. Making a ball in 1 strike. The wind and the deal. Just a hair outside as Lewis figuratively and literally spits on it. 2 balls and a strike. Lewis second on the team in strikeouts with 18, but also second on the team with walks with 16 free passes. The 2-1 pitch. Hits the outside edge. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lewis does a quarter swing and pulls away. Out of San Francisco University. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 gone. Rady's given up just 1 base hit all game. The pitch. Chopped, third base side, foul. Now this is kind of crazy. Jordan Lewis, when he was playing the Sweets just over a week ago today over at Portland, he was hitting .357 with the Pickles, a .607 slugging. Now just a little over a week later, hitting just .270, the 2-2. Just a hair upstairs. Jordan Lewis was already halfway over to his dugout. He thought he was striked out. The only thing that matters, though, is what Jim Courtney behind the plate thinks. And the count's full. Rady might have to do it again. The 3-2 pitch. Slider misses away. Jordan Lewis works a walk. His 17th on the year, and it brings up Kyle McDaniel. Now, Kyle McDaniel with anybody on, dangerous. McDaniel is second in RBI with 24 with the Pickles. He's first in the entire West Coast League in batting average, hitting .460. With 1 out, the pitch. Down and in. McDaniel scrunches his frame that's already standing at just 5'10", down to about 5 feet tall, a staggered batting stance. Instead of having his bat behind his shoulder, he has it out in front of his chest. The throw goes to first base, diving back safely, Jordan Lewis. McDaniel's just so good at getting contact. In the Pickles' last game against the Bend Elks, a walk-off in the 10th inning, but the only reason it even got there, Kyle McDaniel, a sac fly in the 9th to even the score, the 1-0. Misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. A great understanding of the strike zone. He's first in the West Coast League with 20 walks. Rady has still not issued one today. The 2-0 hits the outside third, diving over to second base safely. Jordan Lewis for strike number 1. Owen Estabrook doesn't even attempt to throw over to second base. Lewis had an awful jump at first. It was so delayed in the steal department that Estabrook behind the plate didn't think anyone took off to second base, started to look down at the baseball and realizes Lewis is at second. The 2-1 hits the other batter's box. 3 balls and 1 strike. Rady set at the belt. The 3-1 chopped, first base side, foul. Full count here to Kyle McDaniel. With a runner on second base, Pickles still trail the Sweets 2-0. With 1 gone, the throw goes over to second. Young trail the Sweets 2-0. With 1 gone, the throw goes over to second. Young plies a tag. Lewis back safely. Kyle McDaniel, for what he has done, has garnered some attention across the league. Even over in Yakima a few days ago, there was people talking about this guy. The 3-2 poked on the ground up the middle over towards second. Young fields and fires to first base. Beats McDaniel by a half a step, and it's out number 2. Jordan Lewis over at third base. And with 2 gone, the Pickles need a hit from Aiden Towrick to score their first run of the day. Towrick listed as a pitcher for the Pickles, but hasn't appeared on the mound this season. The first offering hits the outside for ball number 1, 1-0. This is 14th AB. I'm not sure if the website's wrong or what. As the 1-0 is skied out towards deep left field. Ranging back Scaldaferri at the track, and it's gone. Aiden Towrick goes deep fly into left field. That ball just kept carrying. It didn't sound like a homer off the bat, but it'll get the job done for the Pickles. And we're all knotted up at 2 apiece in the top of the 3rd inning. Well, I guess that's why that guy's in the lineup, despite being listed as a pitcher, because he can hit bombs. His first one on the season as Braden Woldridge steps in. The pitch fouled back. And just like that, Rady, who has looked spotless up there on the hill, you issue the walk to Jordan Lewis. And then with 2 gone, Towrick goes deep. 0-1. Inside at the ankles. Count evens up, a ball and a strike. Rady had Lewis even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. A pitch that missed just a hair upstairs. Lewis thought he was struck out, and that ends up being the difference. The next pitch, a hard roller over towards the middle of the infield. Sanders on his knees throws to first base in time for out number 3. The damage has been dealt, though. Pickles even the game up at 2 apiece. We move to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Portland on 1 hit and 1 walk, no errors. Put 2 on. Sweets and Pickles, 2 apiece, and we'll be back for the bottom of the 3rd on the Walla Walla Sweets digital network.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
We roll on here at Borleske Stadium. Sweets and Pickles tied up at 2 apiece. A home run over the left field wall from Aiden Tarek. Jordan Lewis on base. He touches home, and just like that, the Sweets and Pickles are all knotted up. That brings up Dom Cadiz, designated hitter for the Sweets today. He walked his last time up. The pitch misses low, ball 1. Cadiz is absolutely destroying the baseball as of late. Hitting .422 on the season. The 1-0. A smoker out towards left field. Look up, cause it's gone. Dom Cadiz just continues to rake his 4th on the year, and the Sweets on top, 3-2 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Dom Cadiz goes yard. Wow. He hits the baseball long. He hits it hard. And with that base hit, Dom Cadiz now has a 12-game hitting streak. He has had a hit in every single game this year. Just incredible. Dating back all the way to June 5th. Cadiz just continues to hit the baseball hard. My goodness. Stepping out on the hill, Mark Magdalano, the manager for the Pickles, and there's going to be a new pitcher out there. We will give you all the updates on the other side, but Ari Kligman goes just 2 innings, gives up 3 earned, and we'll be back. Still in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Sweets right back on top, 3-2.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
We are back in the bottom of the 3rd inning here at Borleske Stadium. Sweets on top, 3-2 via home run from Dom Cadiz. Mark Corcoran says, I didn't have sound on, and I heard that homer in Texas. That's for sure. Dom Cadiz smoked that hit. Now, Mark, I do recommend you turn the sound on. But either way, Dom Cadiz broke the sound barrier on that one. And Billy Scaldaferri steps in as Bryce Intagliata steps up on the mound. The lefty pitcher, the sophomore from Southern Idaho College, digs his heels into the dirt. From the stretch, the first pitch hits the outside third on a changeup. 1-0. Intagliata comes set. The lefty's deal. Chop, third base side, foul. Count evens up, a ball and 1 strike. Intagliata sporting a 0.82 ERA. 11 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts. He has been locked down for the Pickles all season long. The 1-1. Outside. Make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Fans continue to tail on in down the right field line here in Borleske. A great showing here on a Tuesday night. The 1-2. Curveball misses away. An uncompetitive ball number 2. Nobody out, nobody on. Sweets on top, 3-2 as Dom Candiz goes yard out to left field his last time up. The pitch. Just foul. Gets a piece of it off the end of the bat. 2-2. Set at the numbers and the pitch on the way. Fouled back. We'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the GCU kid, Billy Scaldaferri, playing left field today. He's been bouncing between third and left all season long. Gives plenty of versatility for manager Colby Waddalow for the Sweets. On 2-2. Popped up. Right field, it's slowly curving to straightaway right as Jordan Lewis makes the play for out number 1. Brings up Owen Estabrook. Estabrook, the big righty bat, he flew out his last time up to dead center field. Just got under it. The pitch. Scrapes the outside edge. Estabrook wiggles his head back and forth. Steps back in on 0-1. The lefty's deal on the way. Misses away for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. On a hot day here at Borleske, a pool just adjacent to the field out in dead center. A great way to cool off here on a hot summer day as the 1-1 is foul right side. And no one knows that better than Owen Estabrook. Get this, in high school, not only did Owen Estabrook play varsity baseball, but he played a different varsity sport. If anyone wants to guess down below, they can. I don't think you'll guess it. Kind of off the map. 1 out. Wiggles his back and forth. The 1-2 misses low. Oh, he gets punched. Strike 3 called, a delayed call from Jim Courtney. And it's out number 2. Owen Estabrook played varsity water polo back in high school. Such a crazy sport to play in junction with baseball, but I guess it's probably good on the bones, good on the athleticism. Tanner Kern steps in. He singled his last time up and scored a run. With 2 gone, nobody on. The pitch hits the outside black, 0-1. Kern, the lefty bat, so does not have the righty-lefty matchup. On 0-1, the pitch. Check swing, he did not go, but it does not matter. Curveball hits the basement of the zone. 0-2. The pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tanner Kern, just one of the most likable guys I've ever met. Super personable, always says hi. Just rooting for him to succeed. With 2 outs, the 1-2 pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I mentioned earlier in the broadcast that Tanner Kern went to Sacramento State last year, now in the transfer portal. We'll see where he ends up. But for guys in the transfer portal, summer ball means just that much more as coaches watch them throughout the entire summer. The pitch. Down and away. So count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Slight wind out towards right center field. A great day for baseball as the entire infield is pretty much covered in shade from the trees behind home plate. 2 outs, the 3-2 pitch. Curveball misses inside. Tanner Kern flips the bat and reaches first base. And it brings up Gunnar Guile. Guile still searching for his first base hit with the Sweets. This is his first game. He flew out to left field his last time up. Now, I was talking to Gunnar Guile before the season started, and now he's a super successful baseball player. The first pitch, sky left field line, foul. You know, went to Omaha with Arizona, one of the best baseball programs in the country. But I asked him, has it always been love at first sight with baseball? Has it always been that way? And he said no. The 0-1 hits the center of the plate, 0-2. He said that there was a point during the last year of Little League, way back in the day, where he said, you know what, this game is really hard. I don't know if I should continue, but his dad made him keep playing, and he took big strides, and look where he is now, the 0-2. Line drive, left field, moving under Atarik. He makes the play on the fly. Guile goes down on a really hard line drive to left field. Does not get rewarded for it, and the Sweets leave 1 on. A walk from Tanner Kern. On the other side, Troy Sanders comes up for the Sweets, but the Pickles get their lick. Trailing 3-2. We enter the top of the 4th inning on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
On to the top of the 4th inning here at Borleske Ballpark. Aiden Rady still out there on the hill for the Sweets. Faces Schleichart for the 2nd time. He singled his last time up. The first pitch misses upstairs. Ball 1. The best time to face Schleichart is at the top of a frame with nobody on. At least a homer is just the solo shot. It's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Off speed makes it a ball and a strike here to Schleichart. A league leading 12 home runs on the year. Sweets on top 3-2. The 1-1. Chopped off the end of the bat behind the plate. Foul ball. Make it a ball and 2 strikes to Schleichart. Now the one thing Schleichart is sometimes suspect to do is strike out. He's not without his flaws, although he's a very good baseball player. That goes without saying. But in the strikeout department, he does lead the Pickles with 23 punches. That's 5 more than second place Jordan Lewis. Now, there's a grain of salt in that because he also leads the team with 76 ABs. Cal McDaniel shortly behind him at 74. Rady shakes off a few pitches, now comes set. In the windup, and the 1-2 pitch, crushed out towards left field, foul ball. It hits the facade of the batting cages. A fastball from Aiden Rady. You gotta be careful given any type of heat anywhere near the plate, because if you just miss just a little bit, Schleichart can take it yard. Nobody out, nobody on. The 1-2. tanked out towards left field, high in the sky. Scaldaferri ranges back at the track, at the wall, reaches up, and he robs the home run from Josh Schleichert. Oh no, he did not. Schleichert puts it just over the glove of Scaldaferri, and it's another home run for Josh Schleichert. He just continues to rake. Holy smokes. Make that number 13 on the year, number 12 in West Coast League play. And just like that, Sweets and Pickles knotted up at 3 apiece. I really thought Scaldaferri grabbed it out from left field. He made a kind of reaction like he did as the first pitch outside for ball 1. Kligman steps in, the lefty bat. He kind of punched the air. I guess that was a frustration punch and not like a let's go, I got it on 1-0. Fastball misses up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Man, Schleichert just continues to hit the ball hard. The pitch. Hits the basement of the zone. A fastball that makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Couldn't tell if that was the heater that Schleichert went yard on. Either way, on the 2-1, misses downstairs. Rady had him on the ropes, a ball and 2 strikes, couldn't finish the deal. And Schleichert evens the game up. Back and forth, Sweets played a couple runs, then the Pickles do the same. As the 3-1 is fly back behind the netting. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Then a couple of solo shots from each team's best hitter in Josh Schleichert and Dom Cadiz. Just like that, it's 3-3. Wind is now waving out towards right center field. You can see all 50 stars and 13 stripes. The 3-2, fly ball, left field, foul. Make it 3 balls and 2 strikes. We got plenty of chairs in the chat. Hold the chairs high, of course, when the Pickles round the bases. The pitch. Scorched out towards center field, right at Rogers. Makes the play at the chest. And there's 1 gone. Brings up Tony Otis. He reached on an error over to third his last time up. Rady in the motion and the pitch. Shows bunt, pulls away. Fastball misses outside. 1-0. The best time to get the bunt down is on that first try. Because you have the corner infield not expecting it. Now you see Trevor T playing closer to the grass. On 1-0. Hits the outside third, make it a ball and a strike to Otis. Did not show bunt that time around. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Slider off the plate, gets Otis chasing. One ball and 2 strikes, nobody on. 1 out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Aiden Rady fools him on the off speed off the plate. And Tony Otis goes down for the first time tonight. 2 outs brings up Joey Wright. So Josh Schleichert homers to start the inning. Since then, been 2 up and 2 down. The righty's deal shows bunt downstairs, 1-0. Now the Pickles are not afraid to play small ball. Done it all season long. Rank near the top of the West Coast League in bunts per game. 2 outs. Sweets knotted up with the Pickles, 3 apiece. The 1-0 pitch, downstairs. 2-0. The pitch. Outside. Rady behind to Joey Wright, 3 balls and no strikes. The 3-0 pitch, fastball hits the top of the zone, stays alive, and it makes it 3 balls and 1 strike. Joey Wright has officially eclipsed the 20 AB mark on the season, hitting .470, the 3-1. That does miss up high. Just a tick upstairs, and it's a 2-out walk. Brings up P.D. Soto Jr. Just up and down the lineup. There's not many holes from this Pickles team. Wright was hitting .470 in the 8 hole. Now you go to P.D. Soto Jr. rounding out the lineup, and it doesn't get any better. Hitting .371 in 70 at-bats. That middle infield that's been so strong for the Pickles in Kyle McDaniel and P.D. Soto Jr., both from Utah Tech. And they both play middle infield for Utah Tech during the school year. As Estabrook runs back after a quick meeting with Aiden Rady. 1 out, important the Sweets cut off the head of the Dragon before it continues to breathe fire. After this, the top of the lineup. 2 outs. Sweets knotted up at 3 apiece. The righties deal. Fastball misses away. 1-0. Rady leans in and gets the sign. The stretch. Throw goes to first base. Kern applies the tag. Joey Wright runs back safely. Here with 2 outs, 1 on. Wright takes his lead at first. He's off. The pitch on the way. A fly ball out towards deep left center field. Rogers ranges under it, makes the play at his left shoulder, squeezes the glove for out number 3. Rady gets out of a little bit of a jam, does give up 1 run on a Josh Schleichart homer over left field, and on 1 hit, no errors. The Pickles even it up at 3 apiece. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
On to the bottom of the 4th inning here on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network. Drew Albaugh here on the mic as the Sweets and the Pickles are in the tight one, tied up at 3 apiece. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Bryce Intagliata still out there on the hill for the Pickles. The lefty arm that has absolutely spun gem after gem after gem. Giving up a sub-1 ERA. Just dicing up every batter he's faced pretty much. He takes over for Ari Kligman last inning after Dom Cadiz went deep and the change was made. Leading off for the Sweets, Troy Sanders. Sanders walked his last time up. The sure-handed shortstop for Walla Walla. With nobody on, no outs. Bottom 4, the first pitch. Curveball hits the outside black, 0-1. Troy Sanders wiggles his bat back and forth. The 0-1 pitch. Inside. One ball and one strike to Sanders. And Tagliata gets the sign from Kligman. Kicks and deals. Popped up behind the plate into foul territory. A ball and two strikes. Sanders on the precipice of what could be his 17th strikeout on the year. That would rank second for the Swedes. Just to give a little bit of context, with Grand Canyon in 180 at-bats, struck out just 29 times. The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball stays in the infield towards the right side. Moving under it, McDaniel. He makes the play for an easy out number one. Cole Rogers steps in. Rogers out of New Mexico State University. From a baseball family through and through, Rogers, his father, Lamar, third base coach for the St. Paul Twins, AAA affiliate of the Minnesota Twins. As the first pitch, a bunt laid down the first base side. Going to be a tough play. Right, throws to first, in time, out two. Joey Wright had a beat on that one. He was already in between third and home halfway by the time Rogers Wood hit the baseball. It was a good bunt, just not good enough. Lineup turns around, a quick 2 outs, and it brings up Trevor T. T 1 for 1 on the day with a walk. Been as cool as a cucumber all season long for the Swedes. The pitch. A hot shot on the ground, over towards third, right gloves, fires into the chest of Schleichart, and it's out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. You blink, you might have missed that half inning, and we move to the top of the 5th inning on no hits, no errors, no runs. Swedes knotted up with the Pickles, 3-3, and we'll be back for the top of the 5th inning on the Walla Walla Swedes Digital Network.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbotsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
We roll on to the top of the 5th inning. We go. Sweets tied up with the Pickles, 3 apiece. And that will be that for Aiden Rady. His day is done. Gives up 3 earned runs on 2 walks, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts in 4 innings pitched. And the top of the lineup for the Pickles, Jordan Lewis. Ben Reimers takes over at the hill, the right-handed thrower out of Stanford University's. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Fastball right by him for strike number 1. Reimer stands at 6-3 out on the hill. Has a 10-8 ERA and just a 1 2/3 innings pitched for the Sweets. Giving up just 3 hits in the 1 2/3. He comes set. The 0-1 shows bunt upstairs as Lewis pulls back. Making a ball and 1 strike. Reimers, a 4-pitch mix, including a fastball that sits in the low 90s, along with a slider, a changeup, and a splitter. I don't know what a slider would be. We can discuss, though, maybe a new pitch, the 1-1. Well high. Make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Reimers was ranked as the number 21 right-handed pitcher in California out of high school. Nobody out. The 2-1. Hits the upper edge on the outside half of the plate. Make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sun continues to set, hidden behind a cloud out in right field. No sun illuminating the diamond as of right now. Nobody out, nobody on. The 2-2. A slow poker on the ground, over towards short. Sanders controls, sets his feet, and throws to first base for out number 1. So there's 1 gone as it brings up Kyle McDaniel, and that's an oh-so-important first out. Once you get 1 on to start the lineup at the top half of the lineup, then you got Kyle McDaniel stepping in, Tauric just homered, and then, of course, Schleicher in the 5-hole. 1 out. The pitch on the way. Hits the outer third. 0-1. McDaniel has struck out just 3 times this season. To put it into context, he has 81 at-bats. I mean, that's crazy. 20 walks to 3 strikeouts. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball left field. This is playable. Ranging under at third baseman T. He scoops the play and he makes it a backhanded gem for out number 2. And Kyle McDaniel goes down, and it brings up Aiden Tauric. What a play from Trevor T. He sprinted from third base all the way into the foul territory over towards the bullpen. Reached up, didn't have time to set or camp or anything, and squeezed his leather for out number 2. Tauric homered his last time up, a 2-run home run to get the Pickles on the board. Reimers comes set. The pitch. Check swing, did he go? It doesn't matter. Fastball clips the outer black, make it 0-1. Saw a couple of people mention how nice Borleske is, and then is there a minor league team that ever played here? And the answer to that question is yes, the Walla Walla Padres. The pitch misses low, a ball and a strike. A team from 1973 to 1982, and I guess you will never be able to guess who they were an affiliate for. The Walla Walla Padres, drum roll please, were of course the affiliate for the Padres. The 1-1 runs inside and hits Tauric. Of course, not super. That's kind of anticlimactic, as of course the Padres are the affiliate of the Padres. So with a runner on first base and 2 outs, brings up Braden Woldridge. On deck, Josh Schleicher. Ellie Kligman in the hole with 2 outs, and Torek at first base. The throw goes over to first, and it gets past Tanner Kern. He has to go into the outfield. Torek ranges to second base. He stops there. And with 2 outs, the Pickles have a runner in scoring position for Braden Wooldridge. 0 for 2 on the day. The lefty bat. Wooldridge steps in with the staggered stance. Set. The righty's deal. Shows bunt, can't get it down. Hits the outside third, 0-1. Wooldridge hitting .273 on the year. Still searching for his first extra base hit of the season. We're here on June 24th. He has over 30 at-bats. Not a super big power hitter. Wooldridge, the lefty bat. You saw him just trying to square one down moments ago. From California Davis University. 2 outs. Runner on second base in Tarek. Sweets tied up at 3 apiece with the Pickles. The 0-1. A hot shot over towards second base. Landon Young, a one-hop scoop. Tossed to first base, and it's out number 3. Landon Young gets woken up over at second base, and the Sweets hold the Pickles without a run in the top of the 5th inning. Pickles leave 1 on a walk from Aiden Tarek. No hits, no runs, no errors. And we reach the bottom of the 5th inning. Sweets trying to break the tie on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
We roll on here at Borleske Stadium. Sweets tied up with the Pickles in the bottom of the 5th inning, 3-3. Brings up Landon Young, the righty bat, out of the University of Washington. 1 for 2 on the day. He's singled back in the first frame. Coming set in Taglion. The lefty's deal. Rocketed out towards straightaway center field. Otis ranges, makes the play in right center as the ball tailed away and hits Otis's glove for out number 1. A hot shot, and it brings up Dom Cadiz. Cadiz 1 for 1 on the day with a walk and a solo shot in the 2nd inning. Absolutely tattooed a baseball to left field. There was no doubt about it. The pitch. Up and away for ball 1. 1-0. Cadiz twirls his bat around a few times. The pitch. Scorched out towards left field, right at Torek. He barely has to move, and it's out too. Dom Cadiz hit that ball on the screws, doesn't get rewarded for it. Brings up Billy Scaldaferri after 2 liners to right center and straightaway left. In a different universe, that's 2 base hits to start the bottom of the 5th frame, but we live in this universe. And in this universe, the Sweets are tied up with the Pickles 3 apiece with 2 outs. And Scaldaferri steps in 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly in the 1st inning to score the Sweets' first run of the game. Kicks and deals, curveball wiggles its way into the center of the zone, 0-1. We're getting to that time of the night where the sky starts to turn all sorts of pretty colors. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. He waved at that ball. That was down in the dirt. 0-2. And Tagliata still searching to get out of the 5th inning. Would be his 2nd strikeout of the day on 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 3 pitches. Scaldaferri goes down swinging. And we reach the top of the 6th inning. Not much has changed after a scoreless 5th frame. And we reach the top of the 6th inning on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
To the top of the 6th inning we go. Sweets knotted up with the Pickles. 3-3. Ben Reimer still out on the hill for the Sweets. Came in the 5th inning, took over for Aiden Rady, and spun a scoreless frame. Just his 2nd appearance with the Sweets this season. Reimers came in and faced the top of the lineup in Jordan Lewis, McDaniel Targ, and Woldridge. Now is a slightly easier back half of the lineup, but nothing's easy against the Pickles. Just 1 loss on the season. Their 1 loss just over a week ago to the Walla Walla Sweets. Walla Walla went to Portland and lost 2 of 3, but did claim the salvage on a very close ball game as Josh Schleichart steps in. He homered his last time up. What's new? The pitch. Curveball hits upstairs for ball 1. 1-0. Schleichart, the right-handed bat who's been the talk of the West Coast League. Just crazy stuff. Crazy power from the right side. The 1-0. It's the top of the zone for strike 1. A get-me-over curve. A ball and a strike. Reimers set. The pitch. Scorched left field line foul as it slowly bounces over towards the bullpen. Make it a ball and 2 strikes with nobody out. The last of the Sweets fans have rolled in. A great night for baseball and a great showing for a Sweets team that sits 3rd in the West Coast League in the South Division, trailing Corvallis and Portland. The 1-2 pitch popped up sky high. Over towards left field, Scaldaferri ranges, makes the play a couple steps in front of the track, and Schleichart goes down for the first time tonight. Out 1. Brings up Ellie Kligman, lined out to center field in both his first and 2nd AB. A tight race in the South right after Portland, of course. Sitting at 18-1. Corvallis and Walla Walla, both 7 games back. Marion Berries out of Salem, 9 games back. The pitch hits the inner third, strike 1. Talking about all the teams from the West Coast League, so might as well get a score update as well. The Bend Elks lead in the Marion Berries 3-1. Top of the 6th inning in that ball game. Consequential for these two teams as well, as the 0-1 pitch, foul ball left side. 0-2. Top of the 6th inning, Cowlitz a narrow lead over Port Angeles, 5-4. In the top of the 5th in the North Division, the Riverhawks on top 5-1 over the Harbor Cats. Corvallis in a very close game with the Pippins, 5-4. Of course, the Sweets are hoping for a night's loss. It's the 0-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. Ben Reimers runs it by him, and it brings up Tony Otis with 2 gone. In the bottom of the 5th, the Kamloops North Paws on top 6-0 over Kelowna. In the bottom of the 5th frame, the Richfield Raptors trail the Springfield Drifters 4-1. Springfield has put together a nice last week or so after struggling out of the gate. The pitch on the way. Upstairs, 1-0 to Otis. Reimers comes set with nobody on and 2 out. Tied at 3-3. Top of the 6th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Late on a heater that maybe just would have missed the outside edge of the zone. Count evens up, a ball and a strike. In the top of the 6th inning, the Wenatchee Apple Sox are on top 3-1 over the Bellingham Bells. The 1-1. The basement of the zone for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And in the bottom of the 5th inning, in a non-West Coast League matchup, the Nanaimo Night Owls dominating Pacific International League team Redmond Dudes 7-0. Reimers set at the belt with 2 gone. The 1-2 pitch just gets a piece of it. Foul ball that misses and hits the right side of the netting over the dugout. Slight breeze out towards right field. Sun still blocked by some clouds. Now there's mostly blue skies here in Walla Walla. A beautiful day for baseball. Low 80s. No better place to be than Borleske. The 1-2. Whistles high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. My favorite part with a borderline pitch on 2 strikes and 2 outs is you can see all 8 players behind Reimers all collectively start to walk towards the dugout and then realize, not their time yet. 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch, swing and a miss. Gets in and out of Estabrook. The throw goes over to first base. Kern steps on the bag for out 3. Now, did Otis get a piece of that ball? And did it go in and out of the glove of Estabrook? Is he still alive? 2 outs, 2 balls, and 2 strikes. And there's prompts a talk between manager of the Walla Walla Sweets, Colby Waterlow, and home plate umpire, Courtney. And they're going to step out there. Jim Courtney and Tom Purchase are now talking down the first base side. What happened? It was a fastball up and into Tony Otis. He might have gotten a piece of it or he might not have. It's debatable, and that's what they're talking about because Estabrook did not squeeze the baseball. Now, Tony Otis ran to first base like he didn't hit the baseball. So you gotta think, if Otis didn't think he touched it, he didn't touch it. Now, it is slightly surprising that Estabrook behind the plate didn't catch that ball if it didn't touch Otis' bat. And this is a long conversation. Manager of the Walla Walla Sweets, Colby Waterlow, argues it, and they get the call. Strike 3, Tony Otis. Looks like it did not hit his bat. or they ruled that Estabrook squeezed it in his glove and then threw the ball over to the mound. Either way, Ben Reimers goes back-to-back, 2 strikeouts. And we reach the bottom of the 6th inning, a tight one here in Walla Walla. Sweets and Pickles tied up at 3 apiece. And we'll be back at Borleske Ballpark for the bottom of the 6th inning on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Back half of the lineup on tap here in the home frame in the 6th inning. Sweets tied up with the Pickles, 3 apiece as Owen Estabrook steps in for the 3rd time tonight. Estabrook 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout his last time up in the 3rd inning and a fly out to center field back in the 1st. And Tagliata still out there on the hill. The lefty's deal scrapes the outer edge. An off-speed pitch that makes it 0-1. Leans in and gets the sign from Kligman. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Misses away, ball number 1. A ball and a strike to Owen Estabrook. Estabrook out of Columbia University, all the way from Santa Barbara, California. His home in California, the 1-1. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Talking to Owen Estabrook before the season when he was still in Columbia. Asked him the hardest part about living in New York City. He said he is never going to take the warm for granted ever again in Cali. Nobody out, the 2-1. Outside, 3 balls and 1 strike here to Estabrook. He told me that even things like playing baseball he took for granted in California because he could always just go out. In New York, he'd have to go inside to the batting cages. Nobody out, the 3-1. Upstairs, ball 4. A 5-pitch walk. Owen Estabrook reaches to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. And it brings up Tanner Kern. Kern having himself a nice start to his night. 1 for 1 on the day with a walk. Hitting just over 300 on the year, mostly fueled by an electric first week performance that won him West Coast League Player of the Week. Since then has slowed down just a hair, looking for a bounce back performance. The first pitch, a rocket shot out towards deep right field. Jordan Lewis ranges back, makes the play at the track. The throw goes back to first. Estabrook gets back in time. And it's a loud out number 1. Tanner Kern scorched that baseball. Brings up Gunnar Guile. Kern on his way back to the dugout, smiling ear to ear. I mean, there's not much more he could do. An exit velo just over 100 miles an hour. That was tanked. The pitch to Guile. Shows bunt, pulls away. Curveball misses up and in. Make it a ball and a strike here to Guile. 0 for 2 on the day in his first appearance in a Sweets uniform. Still searching for his first hit. 1 gone. The 1-0. A smoker out towards deep right field. Lewis ranges back at the track. It's gone! Gunnar Guile goes yard! third, and the Sweets on top. 5-3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Off the bat of the new kid in town, Gunnar Guile. Boom goes the dynamite. A tank over the right field wall. Gunnar Guile making a splash with the Sweets in his very first ball game. And it brings up Troy Sanders. Sweets on top 5-3. The pitch. Hits the outside edge, 0-1. Hit just as hard as the previous pitch to Tanner Kern. That just a little bit more launch angle. You need that for a home run, of course. And it gets over the right field wall. The next offering misses away. A ball and a strike. Gunnar Guile had 0 home runs with the Wildcats back with Arizona. And just 64 ABs, though. The pitch misses low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Needed just 3 at-bats with the Sweets. Tagliata leans in and gets the sign. The 2-1. Inside. Hitters count 3 balls and 1 strike. And Tagliata's given up just 2 earned runs all season long. The 3-1. Well away for ball 4. A walk from Troy Sanders, and now just 1 swing of the bat, and he gives up 2 more. That was absolutely tattooed. The first home run allowed all as well by Intagliata, and it brings up Cole Rogers, and walking out there on to the hill, the entire infield, catcher Ellie Kligman, and Magdaleno, and that will be that for Intagliata. A rocket shot out towards right field. Gunnar Guile, no regard for human life. And the Sweets on top, 5-3, and that prompts a pitching change. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest, you are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Still in the bottom of the 6th inning with 1 out. Cole Rogers steps up on to the plate, and Luke Whalen now on the mound. The pitch to Rogers, tanked out towards right center field on a line, but Otis makes the play on the run for out number 2. 2 gone. Troy Sanders still at first base after a walk. It was a 2-run home run off the bat of Gunnar Guile in his first appearance with the Sweets. Takes it out to right field. And And the Sweets are on top 5-3 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Trevor T steps up as the lineup turns around. 1 for 2 on the day with a walk. A ground out to third base his last time up. The pitch. Wave and a miss. Did he go around? He did not. 1-0. Trevor T went just around halfway through the plate. Didn't go around though, according to Tom Purchase. 2 outs, 1 ball, and no strikes. Landon Young on deck. The 1-0. Outside. Lights turn on here in Borleske. Sky continues to set behind the right line bleachers. Slowly turning into a pretty shade of pink. 2 outs. 2 balls and no strikes. The right-handed deal. On the ground over towards second base. Taylor made for McDaniel to throw to first in time. Out number 3, but the Sweets do add 2 on here in the bottom of the 6th inning. A rocket shot over the right field wall off the bat of Gunnar Guile. And just like that, the Sweets are in the driver's seat on top 5-3 over the Pickles. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kind of is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
To the top of the 7th inning, we roll on here at Borleske Stadium. Sweets on top, 5-3. A 2-run shot from Gunnar Guile puts Walla Walla on top by 2. And it brings in Tony Otis. The pitch. The pitch on the way. Downstairs. Correction, Joey Wright up. To make it 1-0 to Wright. 0 for 1 on the day with a walk his last time up. Comes set and the pitch. Reimers locates the bottom of the zone. Make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Reimers gets the sign from Estabrook with a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch. High. 2-1. Reimers wiggles out on the mound. Kicks and deals. Fly back behind the netting. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A groan from the fans. Someone with a glove couldn't make the play, and you know why? Because he was drinking a beer in his left hand. Had his glove off in his lap, and he missed his chance. 2 balls and 2 strikes, curveball misses high. If you bring a glove to the game, you got to go either full in or full out. Now, I'm all for adults bringing gloves, but once again, you can't go halfway. If you bring a glove, you got to wear it 100% of the time. Payoff pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Joey Wright, a leadoff walk, and it brings up P.D. Soto Jr. Now, the reason for that is because just like that moment, you have your glove on for 99% of the game. What happens during the 1% when you get your moment? You're going to be kicking yourself. And that's what happens. Rookie mistake. P.D. Soto Jr. steps in. The right-handed bat, 0 for 2 on the day. Hidden in the 9 hole. The pitch. Upstairs. This is a very important out for Reimers out on the hill. Landon Young up the middle, and Troy Sanders squeeze in the infield at double play depth. And manager Colby Waterlow senses the big moment as well. The top of the lineup on deck. Jordan Lewis, Kyle McDaniel, Aiden Torek. Now there's already been a pitch thrown to Soto Jr., so manager Colby Waterlow can't quite pull him right now. But Reimers is already through 2 innings. Some motion out in the pen down the left field line. This could be the last batter for Ben Reimers. P.D. Soto Jr. super fast. The right-handed hitter that even if a ball is tailor-made double play, execution's going to have to be flawless up the middle for the Sweets to turn 2. Now, of course, could still definitely happen, and that's exactly what the doctor's going to order here. We'll see if the Sweets can take the medication, though. Just because you know you can't do it doesn't mean you always do it. Nobody out, 1-0. Runner on first, the pitch. Up and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Wind slowly waving to right field. Around 80% of the time here at Borleske, strong winds out towards left. 2-0. Misses away, 3-0 in Reimers' dangerous territory. Needs a strike here. One more pitch. It'd be 8 balls in 9 pitches and back-to-back walks. 3-0. Just misses inside. Soto Jr. doesn't chase. Joey Wright moves over to second base, and Lewis comes up. Jordan Lewis 0 for 2 on the day. And Colby Waterlow is going to leave him out for at least one more batter. Kyle McDaniel on deck, Aiden Torek, Braden Wooldridge, and then Josh Schleichart. Nobody out. This feels like the biggest moment in the game so far. Top of the 7th, Sweets on top 5-3. Double play depth, corner infield playing in. The pitch on the way, shows bunt, hits the outside edge, and a oh-so-important strike number 1 to Jordan Lewis. Lewis already walked back in the 3rd inning, would go around to score the first run of the game for the Pickles. Second on the team with 17 walks. Another one would load the bases. The 0-1 shows bunt, gets it down, a pop-up, Estabrook ranges back, and he makes the basket play for out number 1. Jordan Lewis hands it to the Sweets, and it brings up Kyle McDaniel. So maybe a little bit of confidence sparked into both Colby Waterlow and Ben Reimers out on the hill, and he's going to get another hack at Kyle McDaniel. McDaniel flied out over to Reimers his last time up in the 5th inning. 0 for 3 on the day. You don't see that often. 2 on, 1 out. The pitch. Just a little bit outside. 1-0. McDaniel steps back in, hitting .440 on the year. Hasn't gone hitless since June 11th against the Sweets. It's been almost 2 weeks. 1 out. The 1-0. Inside, it gets past Estabrook. A friendly bounce back to the catcher, but not enough time to even attempt a throw. Joey Wright moves on to third base, Soto Jr. at second, and the tying run at second base for the Pickles now, trailing 5-3. The double play is off. Now Kyle McDaniel, a speedy base runner, so a big majority that wasn't going to happen either way. Top 7. Reimers behind 2-0. The pitch. Upstairs, 3 balls and no strikes. A walk isn't ideal. It's not the end of the world either. It would bring up Aiden Tarek, who is 1 for 2 on the day with a homer, but the double play ball would be back on to end the inning potentially. Behind 3-0. We'll see if the green light's on for McDaniel. The pitch. Hits the outer edge. Reimers stays alive. 3 balls and 1 strike. Probably the biggest moment in the game. 2 on. Runners on second and third. And Soto Jr. and Joey Wright. Sweets on top 5-3. How long is the lead going to last? Behind 3-1. The pitch. Popped up. Shallow left field. Moving under it, Scaldaferri. Ranges, makes the play. The throw goes to home, and holding at third base, Joey Wright. How about it? Induces the weak pop-up. Scaldaferri threw an absolute strike to home plate. Wright would have been out dead to rights. And there's 2 outs, and Aiden Tarek steps in, and the Pickles now need a base hit to score a run. Can Reimers weasel out of it? Back-to-back walks to start up the 7th inning. In the woods. You see light at the tunnel. Can you get there? The pitch. Popped up behind the netting, 0-1. A nice start for Reimers. McDaniel's 4th time coming up and 4th time an out. With 2 outs. Deal 1. Line drive left field, right at T. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Reimers wiggles out of it, leaves 2 on, 2 walks, no hits, and the Sweets on top, 5-3. We move to the bottom of the 7th inning. An excellent job by the Sweets pitcher out of Stanford. How about it? We'll be back right after this. Walla Walla on top 5-3 on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network. Enjoy Take Me Out to the Ballgame.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better...
On to the bottom of the 7th inning. In steps Landon Young. Still out there on the hill, Luke Whalen for the Pickles. Kicks and deals, down in the dirt, 1-0. Sweets get out of a pickle in the top of the 7th inning. No pun intended, of course. Induces back-to-back walks to open the frame and gets 3 straight outs, the 1-0. Inside-outside swing, flied, right side foul. A ball and a strike here to Landon Young. 1 for 3 on the day with a single back in the first frame. One around to score the second run for the Sweets. Concourse filled up here in Walla Walla. A great day for baseball. The 1-1 misses low. A marquee matchup between a couple of top 3 teams in the South, and Walla Walla has come out and represented. 2 balls and a strike. Nobody out. Young wiggles his bat a few times behind his right shoulder. The 2-1. Up high, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Hitters count here to Young. Nobody out, nobody on. The 3-1. A dribbler right back up the middle. Coming onto it, Soto Jr. The toss to first base. Beat him. Landon Young stretched out. That was a bang-bang play. A nice play from Soto Jr. And Landon Young's beat by a half of a step, if that. And it brings up Dom Cadiz. Cadiz 1 for 2 on the day with a walk and a huge home run back in the second inning out towards left. Scorched over the wall. The pitch. Line drive left field. This gets down. Tower comes up with the baseball. Cadiz rounds first base. He stops there, and it brings up Billy Scaldaferri with 1 out and a single. Dom Cadiz just continues to hit the baseball harder than hard, faster than fast. Cadiz is electric. Came in hitting .422 on the year, second in the West Coast League, or third in the West Coast League rather. The pitch on the way, downstairs 1-0. And now is 2 for 3 with a walk, just continues to rake. Right when you think it's gonna slow down, it doesn't. The 1-0, outside. Make it 2 balls and no strikes to Scaldaferri. 0 for 2 on the day. Did have a big sacrifice fly with the bases loaded back in the first inning to score the first run for the Sweets. With 1 out, the 2-0. Inside, did it clip him? It did. Scaldaferri wears it on the inner chest, and now there's 2 on for Owen Estabrook. Sweets in a prime position to take one away from the Pickles. It would be just their second loss of the season. And this issues a visit on the mound. We'll see if this is it for Luke Whalen. Let's take a quick trip around the West Coast League. The Bend Elks on top 5-1 over the Marion Berries. Now that's a consequential game for the Sweets. Both Bend and Marion lie right behind the Sweets in the South Division. The lefties now lead the Black Bears 7-6 in the bottom of the 7th frame. Edmonton Riverhawks on top 5-2 over the Harbor Cats. In the top of the 6th inning, Corvallis Knights, which was once a 5-4 ball game, blown wide open. Knights on top 12-4. Falcons trail the North Paws 7-0 in the top of the 7th. In the bottom of the 6th inning, the Springfield Drifters with a narrow 5-4 lead over the Richfield Raptors. And in the bottom of the 7th frame, the Wenatchee Apple Sox doubling up the Bellingham Bells, up 4-2. Meeting ends out on the mound. Everyone goes back to their position as Luke Whalen stays out there on the hill. Estabrook has shown flashes of pop throughout the season. 1 homer on the year. And the last homestand against the North Paws sent it over the left field wall. The same would be a 3-run home run here, and it could put the Sweets on top 8-3. 1 gone. Bottom of the 7th inning. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Whalen comes set. Takes a peek at second. The 0-1. Another hack and a miss. Both balls off the plate. Estabrook has to recollect his thoughts and steps back in behind 0-2. Tanner Kern on deck. A hard fly out to right field. Just missed a homer his last time up. With 1 out and 2 on. Estabrook's got a battle. Whalen set. The righties deal. Time is called. A pitching clock violation. That ball missed away either way.
Hey Luke, there's 2 arm straps for a reason.
So it's a ball and 2 strikes.
You're too muscular, man. Come on.
Sweets trying to add on. We know what Portland can do late in the ball game. They almost came back and beat the Sweets in the series finale back at Walker Stadium. The 1-2. Line drive right on the ground over towards Schleichart. He touches first base. Everyone else moves up 90 feet. And there's 2 outs, and it brings up Tanner Kern. Hit hard on the ground, just slightly elevates it. That's bouncing into the right field corner. Instead, 2 outs. Tanner Kern a hit away from potentially scoring 2, giving the Sweets a 7-3 lead. They're on top 5-3 as of right now. In the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. Kern hitting over 300 on the year. 1 for 2 tonight. The pitch. Cut on and miss, strike 1. Has the righty-lefty matchup. With 2 gone, 2 on. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 2. He pulled the chair on him with a off-speed pitch down in the zone. Sky continues to shade into a darker and darker blue. Sun has set behind the right field bleachers. Will this inning set? The pitch misses inside. Not for now. 1 ball and 2 strikes. No wind. Lights are bright here at Borleske. A shining moment for Tanner Kern. Some insurance runs for the Sweets. 2 outs, the 1-2. A scorcher, 1-hopper, right back up the middle. Soto Jr. feels the toss over to first base. Schleichart goes off his bag, and Tanner Kern reaches first base safely. That's going to go down as an E6 most likely. And the bases are loaded for Gunnar Guile. How about it? That was sharply hit. Soto Jr. grabbed the baseball and stumbled for a moment, then collected, set his feet, and it was a bouncer to Schleichart past the first base bag. The pitch on the way. Downstairs, it gets past Kleigman. Coming up with the ball, Whalen, and everyone stays put. Gunnar Guile, a huge 2-run home run his last time up in the 6th inning. Gave the Sweets a 5-3 lead. Now on top, 6-3. Runners on first and third. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Cadiz scores from second base on the air. And Walla Walla now doubling up Portland. Kern at first. Scaldeferi at third. The 1-1 to Guile. Inside. It gets past the catcher Kleigman. The throw to home. Slide. Scaldeferi safe. Kern around second base. He trails back. And the Sweets on top. 7-3 in the bottom of the 7th inning. The offense continues to come in clutch. That time it was a passed ball that gets the job done. Sweets on top, 7-3. How big of a win would this be? My goodness. The Pickles 18-1 coming into today's contest. The 2-1 outside. Make it 3 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs. A huge error from Soto Jr. now costs the Pickles 2 runs. This ball game's still not over. 6 outs to work with from Portland's point of view. The 3-1. Out in front of it, a huge hack for strike 2. You don't blame him. Guile homered his last time up. Has the righty-lefty matchup. With 2 gone, Tanner Kern's going to be off on the crack of a bat. Set. The payoff pitch. Hot shot. Over towards second. McDaniel gloves. Throws over to the chest of Schleichert. He squeezes for out number 3. Well, the bottom of the 7th inning is over, but the scoreboard does change. The Swedes plate not 1, but 2 on 1 single and 1 walk. And Walla Walla on top by 4. We move to the top of the 8th inning. Don't go anywhere for the thrilling conclusion of Swedes versus Pickles baseball on the Walla Walla Swedes Radio Network.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as fast.
On to the top of the 8th inning. Sweets on top, 7-3 over the Pickles. A new pitcher out there on the hill, Alex Figueroa, working with a sinker, a curveball, a changeup, and a slider. But the craziest thing about Figueroa, he releases the ball towards his ankles. The pitch on the way misses outside. 1-0 to Braden Woldridge, 0 for 3 on the day. Figueroa sporting a 2.61 ERA through 10 1/3 innings worked here in 2025. 9 strikeouts to just 4 walks. He comes set, the 1-0. Right down Main Street. Count evens up, a ball and a strike here to Woldridge. Sweets plate 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. That's the 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Change up on the outside third. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just 1 hit and 1 walk, but they both circled the bags after an error as the 1-2 pitch misses outside. An error at shortstop as Soto Jr. can't make the throw to end the inning. The Sweets take advantage. A passed ball, a line drive to left later, and the Sweets plate 2. The 2-2 misses away. Count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Woldridge. Now Figueroa, no stranger to the Portland Pickles. The Sweets beat the Pickles in the series finale for what is still Portland's only loss just over 2 weeks ago. It's the 3-2, a flare out towards right center, moving under. Guile, he makes the play on the run for out number 1. Up steps up Jais Schleicher. Now Figueroa had the bases loaded with just 1 out against Portland. Walla Walla was up just 1 run at the time. I believe it was the 7th inning. And Figueroa spins together a strikeout, a weak fly ball, gets out of it, and it's still been one of the biggest master classes as the first pitch is skied up high past the broadcast booth right above me. Make it 0-1 with 1 out. Schleichert steps in. He homered back in the 4th frame. The pitch, up high. Make it a ball and 1 strike. That baseball that went over the broadcast booth. Isabel here that runs all the scoreboards and everything you see as the pitch whistles away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Ran out and got that baseball. Congratulations. A big smile to my right. I gotta keep it together here. It's the baseball to call. The 2-1 misses high. 3 balls and a strike to Schleichert. Just continues to kill the baseball. 13 homers on the year. That leads the West Coast League by a sizable margin, to say the least. Noah Carliner in second with just 6. The 3-1. Hits the outside third. 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Schleichert. Figueroa set. Kicks and deals on 3-2 and it hits him. Schleichert wears it on the backside and it brings up Ellie Kligman with 1 out. Schleichert's 3rd time on base. Let's take a quick trip north, a hair west, and the Mariners beat the Twins 6-5. A 1-run top of the 9th inning gets the job done for the M's. Scored all 5 runs in the top of the 3rd inning, then just the 1 run in the top of the 9th, but it's enough for the M's to get the win. The pitch. A slow roller over towards second. Toss to second for 1 base on to first. In time, double play. A double play a day keeps the doctor away, and I guess it keeps the Pickles at bay as well. Sweets on top, 7-3. We move on to the bottom of the 8th inning. Walla Walla still trying to add on. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college.
To the bottom of the 8th inning we go as the first pitch hits the inner third. 0-1 to Troy Sanders. A new pitcher out there on the hill. Stepping in, Kyle Larson. The 6'2 lefty arm goes to Southern Idaho College. He palms the ball in his left hand, leans in and gets the sign from Kleigman. Kicks and deals on 0-1. A high fly ball out towards shallow left field. Towrick ranges, makes the play, and it's out number 1. Cole Rogers steps in, batting in the 9 hole. 0 for 3 on the day. Did reach first base back in the second inning on a fielder's choice. Beat out a double play ball. Sweets on top, 7-3 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Trying to hand the Pickles their second loss of the season. The pitch, outside, 1-0. And if you just joined the broadcast, you don't know anything about the West Coast League, you don't even know when we are in the season, no, it's not their second loss in 5 games, the 1-0. Rocketed left side, snagged by Joey Wright. Goes airborne for out number 2. That was beautiful. Across his body and robs Rogers of a base hit. No, the Pickles are, get this, 18-1 coming into this game. 18-1. The Sweets beat them just over a week ago, trying to do it twice. 2 outs brings up Trevor T for the 5th time tonight. 1 for 3 with a walk. The pitch misses or hits the outside edge. 0-1. That was a great snag over at third from Joey Wright. Kicks and deals. Hits the inside corner. Lower half, 0-2. Cole Rogers was riding a 3-game hitting streak. Goes 0 for 4 today, so that most likely ends. As the 0-2 tails in, line drive right field. It hits the chalk and bounces over to the bullpen down the right field line. Moving under it with it is Jordan Lewis. T around second base, the slide. And he stays at second base as the ball whistles in to P.D. Soto Jr. And it's a 2-out double for Trevor T. Line keeps moving and Landon Young steps in. Trevor T's second base hit of the day. And the heart of the lineup now for the Sweets with 2 outs trying to add on top 7-3 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Comes set. The lefty's deal on the way. Misses low, ball 1. 1-0. Young, 1 for 4 on the day with a base hit. Set. The 1-0. Scorched on the ground, third base side, foul territory. Two outs here to Landon Young. Counts even up, a ball and a strike, 2 outs. Young hitting .339 on the season. In the motion and the delivery. Popped up. Shallow right field. Schleichart ranges under it. Backpedals. Moving under it instead, Kyle McDaniel. He makes the play down the line, and it's out number 3. Pickles got one more chance. Sweets trying to keep him at bay. On top, 7-3. We move to the top of the 9th inning. Alex Figueroa stepping back out on the mound. Going to try to slam the door. Top of the 9th on the other side. Last chance for the Pickles, and we'll be back on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, your family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at UnderwriterHondaofWallaWalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
On to the final frame of action. Top of the 9th. on tap. Sweets in front 7-3 over the Pickles. Alex Figueroa steps up, stays on the hill for the Sweets. Tony Otis is going to get the first crack, the bottom third of the lineup for the Pickles. Otis, Wright, and Soto Jr., the next three up, need to plate at least 4 to tie the Sweets. Figueroa has pitched excellently against the Pickles. Hasn't given up a run yet against Portland. He comes set. The righty's delivery. Right down the middle, 0-1. Pickles on the precipice of their second loss in the season would drop to 18-2. Their magic number is 1. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing, he did not go. Ball misses away. Count evens up, a ball and a strike. Of course, the magic number means that's how many games they have to win to clinch the playoffs. The West Coast League split into 2 halves as the 1-1 chopped right back up the middle, charging under it. T throws to first base in time. 1 gone. Trevor T from third ranged and made the play over Troy Sanders at short. A fire to first base, and it brings up Joey Wright. Now, of course, as the first pitch on the way, downstairs, 1-0. The West Coast League split up into 2 halves, so the winner of the first half and the winner of the second half both make the playoffs, as well as the next 2 teams overall, as the 0-1 whistles away. Make it a ball and a strike. Now the Pickles at 18-1, despite it only being June 24th, 1 win away from clinching the first half. Sweets trying to keep them at bay for now. The 1-1 dribbled, third base side foul. Rally Gators in the chat. The Sweets trying to stifle that, maybe pop those inflatable crocodiles that have become so famous over at Walker Stadium. Maybe that's what Figueroa is imagining. The 1-2 pitch, poked, first base side, and it gets past the diving glove of Landon Young. Dribbles into right field, and Joey Wright, a single to keep this inning moving with 1 gone, and it brings up Soto Jr. This game is anything but over. Soto Jr., then Lewis on deck, and Kyle McDaniel, always a tough out in the hole. McDaniel without a hit on the day. The pitch on the way, misses outside, 1-0. Figueroa digs his cleats into the ground on the hill. With 1 out, the 1-0. Hits the top third, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Figueroa leans in. Sky continues to darken here in Walla Walla. A dark shade of blue, the 1-1, right up the middle. Sanders touches second for 1, on to first, in time, double play. The Sweets take down the Pickles 7-3, and it's Portland's second loss of the year. Just like that, the Sweets open the series with a win. Your final score, 7-3, Walla Walla your winners. Figueroa spins a gem. Aiden Rady starts out on the mound on Fuego. And then you look around the lineup and just everybody getting it done for the Sweets. But you can't say anything more about the offense without mentioning this young man. In his very first game with the Sweets, Gunnar Giles steps in, tie ball game 3 apiece, and goes yard. In the 6th frame with Owen Estabrook at first base, takes it deep to right field. And the Sweets win 7-3. The Pickles are undefeated against every other West Coast League team this year. You can't say that about the Walla Walla Sweets. Pickles still got to win another game to clinch the playoffs. Sweets, on the other hand, trying to keep them at bay for at least a little bit longer. 6:35 first pitch tomorrow night, right back here at Borleske Ballpark. 6:20, the stream will start. As always, we'll have Countdown with Colby, talking to manager of the Walla Walla Sweets, Colby Waddalow, a players roundup, and we will have a post-game interview that will be posted to the Walla Walla Sweets YouTube channel. That'll be happening after this game. Prime candidates, of course, Gunnar Guile, Dom Keys, once again, he hits a home run. Trevor T, a couple of hits and a walk, but most likely he's going to go to Gunnar Guile in his first game with the Sweets. Well, thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out with me. Once again, I'm Drew Albaugh, your broadcaster for today's game, saying so long, good night, and have a beautiful rest of your night from Portland to Walla Walla and wherever else you're listening. Drew Albaugh and everyone else says thank you for listening and so long from Walla Walla